making a run at it, aren't you? Rolling up a steak and going to Vegas.
Welcome to the #1 poker radio show in the world. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
1 full hour of poker news, entertainment, and lots of Sin City surprises. Now let's bring on the host. Here is Mark Hoke.
All right, everybody. How are we doing today? Packed house here in the big Stanley. Welcome to the Mark Hoke Show, everybody. We are live at the World Series of Poker. Back for another show. You know, Bernard and Jake, somebody said to me that, they were, Mark, you're the hardest working podcaster this year at the World Series. I'm like, where you been the last 3? Come on. Holy cow, I'm actually doing less shows. That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you for joining us here, and we're going to get into everything that's going on here at the World Series, including our good friend of the show, Natasha Barber, is now in a dogfight in the Thunderdome up there with three-handed, trying to win that World Series of Poker bracelet. But I've got Bernard Lee back here doing, of course, the Bernard Lee Show, Playcation. I mean, just what don't you do, Bernard?
Well, it's busy, right?
Yeah.
I love the world of poker, and it is, just fun to be here at the Rio all the time. And I'm fortunate to, Playcation officially was one of the sponsors, as is this gentleman with the One Step Closer Foundation.
How you doing?
Hey, Jacob, how are you?
Jacob and his organization was so kind. So many people know my radio show gave away a 777 seat for the Lucky Sevens to the World Series. And Jacob and I were talking a couple weeks ago about the Playcation trip that we had and how successful it was. And he was saying how he really loved a lot of the things that we were doing online, and he saw it all on Twitter and Facebook and said, I want to help you. We've known each other for, God, I don't know how many years now, and went to a bunch of his events, and he said, I want to make someone's dream come true, because that's what he does for people that are living with cerebral palsy.
Yes.
And he said, I want to donate a 777 seat. And I thought, wow, this is incredible. So we officially announced it today. There were 20 people who were in the running, and 2 people won it. Jay Phillips out of Minnesota and Brett Mueller out of Cincinnati, Ohio were the 2 winners. We're really happy about that. Obviously, those seats came courtesy of Playcation and the One Step Closer Foundation, and we're so happy. They are ecstatic. They were so excited to hear the word. Of course, I will tell you, I was thoroughly impressed with everyone's application, request to win the seat. We talked to a lot of people and really, really pleased with how many. I wish I could have given a seat to everyone, honestly. Yeah. And but unfortunately, originally there could only be 1 winner, but because of this gentleman and his foundation, there were 2 winners. So we're really happy about that, and we're excited to have him here.
Yeah, it's awesome. Jacob, of course, the One Step Closer Foundation, you've been doing this for a while. You have a terrific event coming up next week.
Yes,
that we want to make sure we get to talk about. But first, we'll get into that in a second, but I want to talk to you about what it's been like to be a part of the poker community. I mean, you are a staple here every year. We see you all the time, and everybody seems to rally around you. Tell us a little bit about what it's been like working with the poker community and how they've taken you in.
Well, first off, I was literally born into this. My father's a professional poker player, and, Johnny Chan used to come out to our house and play with my dad, and I would literally sit on my dad's lap as they played, and a lot of other poker players. So I was literally born into this beautifully dysfunctional family.
That's a good way to put it.
And I've been very, very, very much embraced and loved by all these guys, and I gotta say I love them too. I mean, this is like a mini family reunion every year, and it's pretty amazing to see how generous these guys are. Considering, I see them, once a year.
Yeah.
So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and of course, your foundation has a big event coming up here now on next Friday.
Yes.
Is the tournament. We got a little something else going on, but we want to put that out on the air. But we've got a great event coming up on next Friday. Tell everybody a little bit about what's going on.
Well, the event is I started a foundation called the One Step Closer Foundation in 2008. Basically, I went to the very first Annie Up for Africa. I don't know if you remember
Yep.
that. And I just it was and I was let in for free. Thank you, Annie Duke. But I went in to see how it was and hung out with the celebrities, and I just saw the joy and how great it was for them to do what they were doing for Darfur. And I started thinking to myself, we should do something like this for cerebral palsy.
Yes.
So I went up to my dad and a few other people, and the late great Sam Simon actually. My dad actually, before I get to Sam, I said, Dad, can we do something like this for cerebral palsy? And he literally hands me a blank check, gives me a kiss, and he goes, I'm proud of you. If you need anything else, let me know. Literally gave me a
Wow.
blank check.
That's awesome.
So to start it off, it basically, cost a little seed money. We got it going, and I would have never imagined the snowball effect, and we would be doing this, today, 9 years later. So going back to Sam, when I originally had this plan to do a charity event, we had a little issues. The casinos didn't believe in it. I was laughed out of a few places. They called me a dreamer, said it would never happen. Because I always have big ambitions. When I was born, I had a 3% chance of survival.
Wow.
So I'm free rolling right now.
There you go.
And so I had big ambitions for this thing, and they all told me I was dreaming. So I went home, and I just met Sam. And I called him up, told him what happened, and he tells me, are you serious about this? I go, I'm going all in. I literally said that.
Wow.
And he goes, give me 10 minutes. I was at my university. I said, what the heck is he going to do in 10 minutes? Sure enough, he called me. He said, pack your bags. We're going to Hollywood Park Casino in Los Angeles. And the All In for CP tournament was born. We had 44 players, raised $44,000.
Wow.
Sam Simon won it, donated all the money back to the foundation, and we were off and rolling.
Wow. That's an incredible story.
So, wherever you are, Sam, thank you. I miss you, and here we are 9 years later. And this year we're gonna have our biggest event to date. In 9 years, we've already raised over $600,000.
Oh, that's
And
amazing.
and like I said, the poker players have been amazing. We've had pretty much every pro you can think of at one of these events at one time or another. And I think this year we might get them all. It's just the way.
There you go.
it's just the way
Shut this place down,
Yeah. Yeah, so it's been pretty amazing.
Well, congratulations on all the success. Now, where's the event going to be this year?
Planet Hollywood, 2 p.m. Friday, June 19th. Registration, you can register all day. If you want up to the latest details, go to 1scf.org or our Twitter handle at 1scf. And this year we have Montel Williams, Cheryl Hines, Daniel Logano, Antonius Fondiari, Eli Elezra. I mean, you pick your poison. They're there. We have playmates. We got UFC fighters. We got athletes. It's $300 buy-in, $100 rebuys, and a $10,000 first place, with $25,000 being given out in cash and prizes.
Wow, that is amazing. You have me at Playmates, by the way.
Excuse me?
You have me at Playmates.
Yes, thank you. We've had great playmate support, actually. Well, one of my board members is a great Stacy Fusion, one of the most beautiful ladies inside and out, has bent over backwards for us. Just an amazing young lady, and it's amazing.
Well, congratulations, Bernard. Of course, your involvement with this too. I mean, it's great to be working with somebody like this, isn't it?
I mean, when we first met Jacob and he was explaining what his foundation was, for me, it was just a no-brainer. We've gone there several times to his event. We actually brought a poker table. I'm the marketing head of a company called Luxury Gaming, where we make customized poker tables. And what we've always said is that any one of those luxury gaming poker tables that come out of meeting with Jacob, we would make a donation from that purchase to his foundation.
Oh, great.
And if anyone remembers from last year coming to the World Series, It was a WSOP.com table in the pavilion. It was on the stage.
Yep.
It was really kind of the centerpiece of that stage. Lights, a tilting table. It went up 60 degrees. Television screen, 6 computers that were built into it itself. I mean, really just all the bells and whistles that if people saw and thought, wow, that's such a great customized table, that's our company, Luxury Gaming. And like I said, we went there, we showed the table off, we got a couple of leads from that. Cheryl Hines literally on camera said, this is a piece of art, the one that we made, and a lot of people, Montel saw it and loved it as well. And like I said, if anyone's interested, and luxurygaming.com, if you're interested in that, I think it's Luxury Gaming Inc. actually, sorry, .com. If you're interested in a table, and you literally just, all you have to do is mention that you heard it because of the One Step Closer Foundation tournament, and we will make a donation to Jacob's charity if you purchase one of our tables.
Wow, that is awesome.
And let me just say, I mean, Bernard has been a supporter of ours for many years, and it's been amazing. And with the tables, I mean, that was a pretty sick table. It was, I believe, the Dropkick Murphys, and it came to life. And with Blakeation, you know, it was just perfect timing in that, you know, we're doing this event, and we try to make people with disabilities' dreams come true. And I love poker. I've always loved poker, and it was an opportunity for us to team up and make a poker player's dream come true. So it was just a real perfect fit. And we're very happy and honored to be part of the partnership with Blakeation and Bernard. And that's what the poker community does. We help each other out. And hopefully, you know, we're one step closer to a world where cerebral palsy and a lot of the disabilities is a thing of the past because of amazing, generous poker players like the ones you have around here, like yourself, Mark.
Oh, I also wanted to say, like, you know, how awesome was it that we're literally just having dinner. We're going around the links to High Roller, and I was telling him what it was all about, and he just without even asking, he says, I want to help.
Nice.
Oh, I want to donate a seat as well. And I mean, that's, like I said, it's just like a family, and you know, we loved helping him for so many years, and we continue to, and for him to help out and have another person literally fulfill their dream to come here. I mean, it's just really touching, and I look forward to those people meeting Jacob as well.
Yeah, this is going to be obviously a great weekend for you coming up next
Are you
weekend.
coming, Mark?
I'm going to do everything I can to get over. If they let me out of here, I will be there. No question
Fantastic.
about it. I will do it. I will fight, scratch, and claw to get over. So guys, once again, Friday at 2 p.m. on June 19th, you're at the mezzanine level at Planet Hollywood. Go to the #1scf.org. Twitter is also at #1scf. So give them a follow. Going to be a great time. I got to meet Cheryl Hines, by the way.
It's done.
She makes my heart pitter patter a little bit.
Mine too.
Well, you might have to fight me off, buddy.
Oh, I'll be willing. I got the scooter. I'll take you down at the legs.
You're gonna run me over when I'm not looking. I know how that works. Well, guys, congratulations on everything. Congratulations on giving away the seats, and maybe we'll see your 2 players that won their seats down here on the show for the Lucky Sevens.
Yeah, I mean, we'd love to talk. And they're like I said, the announcement was just made within the last hour. And Twitter's literally blowing up, and they were just absolutely thrilled. I obviously told them a little bit earlier because we had to warn them about it.
Yeah.
And they were absolutely thrilled. They're ready to come out, and we'll see what happens. You know, we'll give them some. I'm going to give them some training and you know, show them around. And obviously the Blakeation group is coming in as well. We had one person, Cash, from our Blakeation group, and just had an incredible time. Go to Blakeation, BLAYCATION.com. It's not too late to sign up for the July 1st through 6th. If you call up and mention that you heard it on the Mark Hoke show, we'll give you a $150 discount from.
Bang.
It is. There you go.
That's
See,
what we
just
do.
Just for listening to the Mark Hoke show, you're going to get a $150 discount coming out. And just look on our Twitter, look on our Facebook. This is really a trip of a lifetime. Every single person walked away saying, this is unbelievable, and all the things that we did.
And I'll tell you what, I just announced, first time ever, if you call in requesting information about the tournament, if you can bring one player, I'll let whoever's calling in to the Mark Hope Show and mention my foundation in for free.
Whoa.
Hello.
Limit to 5 seats. So please call and have a chance to win $10,000 for free for just coming to the charity event.
Oh, that is amazing. All right, kids, there you go. I can't do better than that. I can't. Well, good luck, guys, on everything you have going on. Good luck next weekend with the tournament.
Thank you very much.
Bernard Local Vacation and everything else you got going on. And at the tables, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good summer so far. And we hope we get one of those. It's been a good summer. I've cashed 3 times. I heard somebody mentioned Colossus and Millie Maker, the 2 biggest ones so far. Going to be playing this weekend the Deuce to 7 10K championship, so it's going to be a pretty small field and obviously one of the toughest fields, but hopefully I final tabled the prelim a couple years ago, so we'll see how that goes. And obviously listen to my radio show as well, Bernard Lee Poker Show. You can get it on iTunes or Rounders Radio. We just had Cord Garcia on. Recently we're going to get some more bracelet winners on. We had Daniel, Jason, Mercier, Martin Jacobson on recently as well. So obviously after you're finished listening to Mark's show, come on over and listen to my show as well.
Just take turns. That's all you got to do.
Sorry?
Just take turns.
Yeah,
Your show, my show. Your show, my show.
There's plenty of room for shows.
We have great shows. Both of us have great shows. We're the best.
That's right.
So there you go. Well, guys, good luck on everything. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
And plenty of great offers for everybody. So there you go. Score big. All right. There you go, fellas. These guys look comfortable back here too. I mean, I'm the one that's all, trying to, I mean, you're good, man. All right, guys. So I'll tell you what, we got a lot going on out here at the World Series. Players are still on break, coming out of, I believe that's the horse tournament, if I'm correct. And obviously some bracelet events going on, a couple final tables being played as well. So when we come back, we're going to get all the news that's fit to print, talk about, and more right here on the Mark Hoke Show. Stick around, everybody. We will be right back.
I'm here with 2-time WSOP bracelet winner Rep Porter. Rep, you just launched a new poker training site, thepokeracademy.com. What's one tip you can give to players that will immediately improve their game?
One mistake I see a lot of newer tournament players make is they vary their bet size depending on their hand strength. Some players, when they have a big hand, bet big, and when they have a small hand, bet small. Other players bet smaller when they want you to call them and bet bigger when they want you to fold. These type of betting pattern tells are very easy to pick up on if you're sitting at the table with the same player for a long time. It's really important in tournament play to keep your bet sizing consistent so that your opponents aren't able to discern what kind of hand you have by the amount that you're betting.
That's a great tip for you from Rep Porter at thepokeracademy.com. It's a completely different kind of training site. Thepokeracademy.com offers a no-limit tournament course that gives you a comprehensive strategy from the beginning through all the stages of tournament play. Use the link thepokeracademy.com/mark to get a free 166-page course guide when you buy the course. That's thepokeracademy.com/mark.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way. With all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
Only a donkey would call my pre-flop bet with a deuce tray.
Hey, deuce tray is my lucky hand, and besides, they were suited. Man, I played that hand great.
That was a real share my pair hand.
Share My Pair, the best way to share your poker stories with friends, for free. Available from the iTunes App Store and Google Play. Download the app now.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bump stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends. We supply everything else. Live it. Love it. PokerShop.com.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give Open-Faced Chinese Poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason Open-Faced Chinese Poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the Open-Faced Chinese Poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages, or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, everybody, and we are back live here at the World Series of Poker. And I apologize for blowing everybody's ears out at the start. The real player decided having fun with everybody. Gotta love that. But yeah, some great deals there. So from Bernard and from Jacob. So make sure you guys go back, listen to the show. I will get those written down as fast as I can, get it on social media so you all have those opportunities available with Blakecation and with Jacob's Foundation there, one step closer. So some pretty cool stuff, man. Jacob offering like a buy one, get one free seats. That's pretty good. So there you go. Now, let's talk about what's going on here. Of course, it sounds like we've got a bracelet ceremony going on, as we usually do around this time. Unfortunately, I don't have my helper here to pull them in, so we're just going to talk about what's going on right now, including Natasha Barber. Right now is, from what I understand on social media, they do not have it updated on the WSLP site yet for some silly reason. Let me go back and see if we got an update listed. Well, and they don't, but from what I have on Twitter, Natasha Barber is now heads up in event number 20 against Paul Effermanson, who Natasha tried to take out a couple of times a little while ago. I was up in the mothership there, catching what was going on. I watched her lose both hands, so I ran for the hills. Well, actually, I had to get back down here. But Natasha is trying to join that exclusive club of women who have won an open event here at the World Series. Like I said, we do not have an update on the chip counts, current chip counts. We are still waiting for that to come in on WSOP.com, but from what we have heard I saw on social media, Natasha Barber is heads up for a bracelet, and she's got a rail in there, by the way. Yeah, Jason Mercier, Matt Waxman, Brandon Shack Harris, a lot of great players, good friends of Natasha's, and she's one of the nicest ladies you're ever going to meet, and very excited to see her with an opportunity to make history this afternoon here at the World Series of Poker. So we're just kind of holding on to see if we get those, we get the chip counts on that. That's one, no offense to a lot of other bracelet winners, but I'm going to be watching that one pretty tightly. So good luck to Natasha over there in the Thunderdome over in the Amazon room. Some of the other happenings going on, more history being made today as yesterday's Daniel Alaei wins the $10,000 Omaha 8 or better championship. It is his 5th World Series of Poker bracelet. Getting in some rarefied air over there. Takes that one down as he beats a pretty darn good final table there, too. Let me pull those results for you. Beats Kyle Miasso heads up. Jeffrey Vaughn, Scott Clements, Ken Aldred, Anthony Zeno, all on that final table. Mike Waddle, Jeremy Ossos, and the Prince of Darkness. I believe the Prince of Darkness made it onto the live stream, too, I think. So you may have gotten to see him. Hey, there's Bert. There's an excitable man over there. He was having too much fun at the Golden Nugget the other day. Too much fun. But Daniel Alaei wins his 5th World Series of Poker bracelet yesterday, taking down the $10,000 Omaha High-Low 8 or better championship. Some other ones going on here. Event number 22 is playing out right now, and I'm going to refresh and get an update on that one for you. That is the $1,000 No Limit Hold'em event, and they are down to 16 with James Dorrance leading the way in that one. Jade Dragland in second. Dorrance at 1,950,000 chips. Pretty good lead for him over Dragland's 1.3. Robert Hsu out of Plano, Texas is at 785. John Myung, 770. Sean Rice in there again. Rice already has a final table. He's looking for another one here. 700,000. Ken Weinstein at 698. Bruno de Aguiar out of Brazil at 492. Aaron Belrado at 490. Brian Reinert also in there as well. And Stephen Chidwick still hanging around. Lisa Hamilton from Las Vegas in 13th in that one is right now. So that is event number 22, down to 16 players in that one. We go to the $1,500 No Limit Deuce to 7 Draw Low Ball event. They are going to be coming back here to play for a bracelet as they have whittled it down to 3. Could not get it finished up yesterday. And I believe they are actually in action right now as they return with Christian Pham, your leader, 970,000 chips. Daniel Ospina at 515. Matthew Smith at 205. So those are your 3 players. Came back today for the $1,500 No Limit Deuce 7 Draw Low Ball event. Number 23 going on. Event number 24, we got a $1,500 horse tournament back for its day 2. And right now, a lot of players left, 272. Tim Roosh gets the screenshot as he is your chip leader, followed by Christoph Bedeker, Brian Tate, Sam Nagai, Ryan Boyle, David Williams in there, Maria Ho, Shannon Petluck, among many in there, Daniel Harmitz. Let's see who else we see down here. Just right now, Sir Watts, Mike Watson in there. And Mike Matiso also on the big board on that. So a lot of players left in that event 24 rolling off today. Event 25, that is back for its second day. 198 players left out of 493 entries. $5,000 No Limit Hold'em 8-handed tournament playing out in there. Dan Smith, your current leader. And he is at 191,400, followed by Brandon Shane, Grayson Ramage, Valentin Vorniku, Roland, excuse me, yeah, I can't say Ronald. Ronald Minnis, Sean Deeb, Anthony Zeno, Jonathan Jaffe, among and Sergey Revchenko, among your top 10 players in that one with 198 to go. Event number 26. That is kicking off today. No results on that. Just getting rolling here on the $1,000 pot limit Omaha tournament. And event number 27 getting started later today, the $10,000 7-card stud championship. We'll get it rolling here at the World Series of Poker later on this afternoon. Of course, we're also looking forward to this weekend because we're going to see if they do it again, kids. The Monster Stack is back. And I'm going to grab that schedule here for you in just a second. Of course, that one kicks off on Friday. Last year, one day, nearly 8,000 entries in that tournament. The biggest one-day starting field in the history of poker. And that will be starting up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Starting flights today and tomorrow, or tomorrow and Saturday, excuse me, at 10 a.m. $1,500 buy-in on that one. So we'll see if the Monster Stack can match up on last year's results. Just taking a look here. Of course, Hugo Pingray winning that one last year, won $1.3 million. And let's just see what we got there. Yeah, that's about it. So no, not a lot of other information. I'm sure WSOP.com is going to have that out there for you if you need it. So make sure you check that out. Because we're going to obviously seeing some of the new kids back in town here over the next couple of days for the dreaded Monster Stack. Kicking off tomorrow here at the World Series of Poker. All right, so once again, just trying to get some updates on that event number 20 going on in there. Yeah, not up yet, but maybe that Twitter report that I saw was wrong. We'll have to see, but because things were pretty close in there too, so that one could be taking a while today. But you want a chance to go down and watch that, check it out down in the mothership. That one's, and of course, live streaming on WSOP.com as well. Woo! Now, some other news. Oh, now we got to get some bad news. All this great stuff. And this story broke a couple of days ago, but it's up on the big board. And speaking of big, Jay Farber's here. How you doing, Jay? Good to see you. Swear to God, that man could crush my skull in about 2 seconds. His arms are amazing. Unfortunately, we have a little issue on PokerStars as suspected bots on PokerStars accused of winning $1.5 million in PLO, and apparently some players from Russia. I'm stunned. What, Russian players online cheating? I can't believe that. No offense, I'm still bitter from still having to pull out a victory after I was getting angle shot on PokerStars a while back. And apparently these guys were playing the 50-cent $1 and $1 $2 PLO games. And, of course, these guys got rewards for all these points, too. So they're saying, I'm just reading through the story here. This is courtesy of Poker News. Believe that existing bots could dominate limit hold'em, and recently talking about the poker bot Claudico, excuse me. But right now, just looking. Let's see any more information about it. But apparently, we'll just leave it at that. They're under investigation right now. But a huge potential scandal on PokerStars as $1.5+ million, maybe won by bots on there. So keep your eyes on that story. Boy, that's a tough one right there. Especially at a time where everybody's, you're trying to get legislation going in the United States, and PokerStars trying to get into California and New Jersey and everywhere else, and then you have something like that happen. But at least they caught it. So there you go. And, that is pretty tough. So we'll watch that story as it evolves here at the World Series of Poker. By the way, I also want to mention here, and I haven't gotten to do this during the World Series, and I got to thank, we've gained a ton of new followers on Facebook and Twitter, and really do appreciate that. And want to thank some of our brand new Twitter followers. We always try to do that on the shows every once in a while, but this is the first time I got it. I got followed by NHL Flyers fans. Gee, I wonder how I pulled that one off. That's NHL Flyers _fans. Let's see who's got Daryl at ELYRAD. So Daryl backwards. Giving us a follow. Janera Smith, Texas Red in Vegas. Thanks for joining us. James P. Adams at Lazy RVR Dream. Follow Jackie Williams. Follow me. About time. We've only known her for a while. Let's see. Zach Dowhauer at Zach Dowhauer. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Nancy Levin at Coach Nancy 415. So many others. So thank you guys. We really do appreciate you joining the Mark Hoke Show family. It is always a pleasure. This show does not go on without all of you. So we're pretty cool with that. Thank you so much. Yeah, and by the way, just watching some other news coming in about Natasha Barber. Of course, Shetty out there, Shetty Siddiqui is one of the Seminole Hard Rock players that we get to see, and all the time down there. Of course, we'll be back down there starting on July 30th, I believe, is our date that we head down there. And apparently, tweet from Shetty, no one is leaving their offices at Seminole Hard Rock Tampa waiting for Natasha to take this down. She's going to have a ton of support. Like I said, there's a rail in there of all-star players following Natasha on this one, and hopefully I'll be down there to join them in a little bit. But yeah, pretty exciting. One of the popular players it gets in that ring, because man, I'll tell you what, the all-stars come out and you can sit with some of the great players in the game and enjoy it just like them. So there you go. Pretty cool stuff. We're going to take one more break, and when we come back, more from the World Series, and boy, and it's just it's a knot in my throat a little bit as a sports entertainment legend has passed away today, and a guy that kind of near and dear to my heart as a kid. So want to take some time to recognize that. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live from the World Series of Poker. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com. There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America. Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages, or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go? Heads up, everyone. It's time for the ABC Chinese Poker App Tip of the Day.
Try to make a good hand in all 3 rows. That's what makes the game both fun and challenging. Except for a big pair on top for Fantasyland, try to improve all the rows, not just maximize one while neglecting the others. For example, it's usually good to pass on a flush on the bottom if you can improve another row significantly instead. You have plenty of chances to catch the 5th diamond later.
Want to get in on the Chinese poker action with over 1 million games played every day? Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on your iPhone or iPad today. From Vegas to Miami and all over the world, it's the #1 Chinese poker app, ABC Chinese Poker.
A donkey would call my pre-flop bet with a deuce track.
Hey, deuce tray is my lucky hand, and besides, they were suited. Man, I played that hand great.
That was a real share my pair hand.
Share My Pair, the best way to share your poker stories with friends, for free. Available from the iTunes App Store and Google Play. Download the app now.
Nevada poker players, it's time to get in the game with the Nevada Poker League. Play for free to win cash at every location, plus you also can win poker cruises and even a $10,000 World Series of Poker main event seat. It's a great way to play poker at no risk, make new friends, and build up your poker bankroll. The Nevada Poker League is never closed and is running games 7 days a week at a location near you. So what are you waiting for? Visit the NevadaPokerLeague.com right now for all the info. Don't wait. Play poker for free and cash in today with your friends at the Nevada Poker League.
Most poker websites drop you into a sea of videos and it's choose your own adventure time. You learn a lot of great moves from pros, but they don't teach you how they fit into your game. Isn't there a better way to learn tournament poker? We think so, and that's exactly what you'll get at thepokeracademy.com. It's a completely different kind of training site. We teach you how all the tactics of tournament play fit together into a comprehensive strategy topped by a 2-time WSOP bracelet winner. Use the link thepokeracademy.com/mark to get a free 166-page course guide when you sign up. That's thepokeracademy.com/Mark.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, and we are back, everybody. I'm going to renege on the heads-up thing at this point. It looks like the Twitter account that I saw is incorrect. Right now, they're still listing on WSOP.com as three-handed. In event number 20, Benjamin Vermont is taking the lead at $5.5 million. Natasha Barber's at 4.4. Paul Ephraimson at 4.3. So that thing is super tight in there right now. They could be playing a long time. Even very long time. And you know what? I remember Alan Kessler was on the show saying, why don't they have the, stop earlier and say, why don't they have the blind levels on the update, right on the update page, instead of having to go dig for them? I'm kind of down with that idea. You know, I'm really down with that idea because you want to know what blind levels you're at. You got to scroll down these pages and pull up. Just put it on the page. Right now they're at 80,000, 160,000 with everybody in the 4 million plus range in that one. So once again, we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go forward. And, you know, a lot of people talking still about the Phil Hellmuth victory here at the World Series of Poker, winning his 14th bracelet. You know, a lot of downers, but a lot of people that don't like Phil. But you know, another article came up. Of course, we mentioned the poker listings chart that we got that, of course, showed 14 wins, 10 runner-up finishes, 53 final tables for Phil Hellmuth, and, of course, some other interesting stats that Poker News put up today on this one. Oh, only 2 players of the 14 players that Hellmuth faced in his heads-up wins had career earnings of less than $1 million. When he beat Steve Koppa and then Gorodinsky, who was actually just under $1 million. And among the second-place finishers, 31 bracelets. So it's not like Phil has been beating some guys that are kind of shaky. Excuse me. I've been kind of shaky rookies. He's beat some great players to do it. And Hellmuth also, this is an interesting number, has a win rate per World Series of 0.52. So that means just about every other year, Phil Hellmuth wins a World Series of Poker bracelet. And I don't know how you can dispute it. I mean, you know, he's the best player in World Series of Poker history. Just no other way to get around that. I'm sorry, people that don't like Phil, but those are the numbers. It's just how it goes. So maybe we'll see if Phil could maybe pick up a 15th bracelet at this World Series. I'm sure that the hats and everything are ready to go. So don't worry about Phil. I'm sure he'll have the merchandise for you should he do it again here at the World Series of Poker. And let me grab a sip of water here. I'm going to Rubio this. And by the way, how about Marco? Those idiots from the New York Times digging up those traffic tickets for Marco Rubio. Unbelievable. That's all you got? All right, that's fine. So, as I was mentioning, of course, anybody that listens to the show knows that I am a fan of professional wrestling. I have been since I was a kid. And really, you think back to the heydays of when wrestling really exploded onto the scene. And I mean, you had Hulk Hogan in the WWF. I still want to call it them. Still Man at the World Wildlife Fund or Foundation or Fund or wherever they are. Screw them. Still a WWF. You had Hogan there out there with his couple of rivals. But then over in the NWA, you had Ric Flair and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And news broke this morning that the American Dream has passed away. Just starting to get some details filtering in on what happened. They had not mentioned what the cause of death was this morning. But Dusty Rhodes apparently took a fall yesterday. There was a 911 call. Let me pull that article up here real fast. He had fallen on Wednesday morning. They had emergency personnel responded to Rhodes' home in Orlando, Florida, on Wednesday morning after getting a call. He'd taken a fall. Rhodes was then transported to a nearby hospital where he eventually died from kidney failure. So just a sudden, shocking death. We see him a lot in pro wrestling, but not usually they've been health related in terms of things like steroids and use and some other stuff. But unfortunately, this accident has apparently claimed the life of one of the all-time greats. And I got to tell you, anybody that is in entertainment at all, no matter what the genre or discipline, if you are entertaining people, there were very few people that had the charisma and the excitement of a guy by the name of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, who just found a way. Despite the fact that if you never saw a picture of Dusty Rhodes and you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it up real quick, because Dusty is not your stereotypical athlete. I mean, he was a big fat guy with a big red splotch on his side, but he just found a way to connect with people, and was once again really one of the most charismatic people you would ever see hold a microphone. And I've made references to Dusty on the show with a lightning bolt and all that fun stuff, and it's really a shame to lose a guy. The tweets have been going up all over the place, and one person mentioned on their Twitter account that you think of 9:05 and 6:05 Eastern Time, where you would see the broadcasts on TBS, and it's really a shame to see one of the most innovative and exciting people that everybody just loved the guy to death. Dusty Rhodes has passed away at the age of 69, and he will be missed. And all the best wishes go out to. He's got two sons still wrestling, and they've been great contributors as well. And just sad day for a lot of people who were fans of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. So God bless you, Dusty, and ride that lightning bolt, brother. Have a good time, and we'll be hopefully getting your blessings from heaven. All right, so there you go. Got that out of the way. Oh, man, I hate that. I hate reporting bad news like that. But there you go. All right, let's see. See, we got like I said, we've just got a lot of events happening right now. It's a pretty packed schedule. One thing, I've been talking to a lot of pros, and one thing that I've been seeing out here lately is a lot of guys are worn down already. I mean, this has been kind of a grind for everyone at the World Series this year, and a lot of it is going back to the scheduling and the chips and change of structures. There's a lot of players, especially top players that are playing a lot of events, are finding themselves having to play much later in the days, and not getting the opportunities to hop into other events either. For example, we've had a lot of the guys have you're playing day ones, and instead of being really close to the money like they have been on day two, there's a long stretch for them, and if they don't make it or bust out, there's really no time for them to relax and pull themselves together to play the next event. And then, of course, a lot of the 4 o'clock events aren't having dinner breaks. So these guys, they're kind of treating this like they're separate events. But when you look at how the schedules are working out, with guys starting at noon one day, playing all day long, coming back the next day, and if they bust out at, let's say they bust at 2 or 3 o'clock, there's just no time to recoup, and then you're coming back at 4 and not getting a long break during the evening. So it's been a very difficult road for a lot of pros, and I'm going to tell you, they are, it's starting to show a little bit. You see more and more players on Twitter, saying, "Hey, I'm taking the day off. I'm taking the day off. I'm taking a day off. I have to take a day off." And I think everybody's going to have to take a very hard look at the structures for next year, because if this is the result of just putting some more chips into play, boy, I'll tell you, you're really hurting yourself. And it's a good explanation why maybe a few numbers are down this year from last year, because it's just too difficult for everybody to play multiple events. They're having to play less events in here because they're not having the opportunities to catch a breather. I mean, and I'm going to tell you, if I'm backing one of these guys, and they've had to play 4 or 5 days in a row straight for 14 hours, I'm telling you, man, don't worry about it. Sit one out. It's not worth it. So very difficult time for a lot of guys here at the World Series of Poker. Do those playing schedules. Hey, we want to take a second and thank a lot of our great sponsors of the show. Of course, everybody kind of pulled together. We were here at the last minute, but obviously still easily the #1 poker radio show in the world, and we do appreciate all of your support. There's people listening from everywhere. It's unbelievable when I look at the podcast, for example, and I just see the country list and that we've seen over the years. It's over 110 countries that listen to the show, and it's so flattering to see that. And I want to thank everybody who enjoys the Mark Hoke Show. It's something special, and I just had a couple more people come up to me and just tell me how much they and their friends enjoy it, and it's so flattering, and so I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. So let's say hi to some of those great sponsors of the show. And man, you got to get in touch with them, because they're the ones that pay the bills here, and without them, there's no me. So let's say hello. Oh, there's our fan cam. There's only one fan on right now. How about we hit the right thing? There we go. And of course, once again, we are the Mark Hoke Show, down here between Brasilia and the Poker Kitchen here at the World Series of Poker. And of course, we're on KSHP 1400 AM Wednesdays at 5 p.m. And you will catch us all sorts of great events with the PPC Poker Tour. Of course, we are the live reporting team for the PPC Poker Tour. Best around, baby. That's how we do it. ThePokerAcademy.com. Rep Porter and the team putting together some terrific training videos for you, and not just individual videos, but it all leads to a point where you can learn about becoming a great tournament poker player. Rep Porter's got 2 bracelets, and you certainly can get it on too. So check it out, thepokeracademy.com/Mark for your free training course guide. ABC Chinese Poker, the #1 Chinese poker app. Download it for your iPad, iPhone today. It is like crack, kids, but in a good way, and still healthy for you, unless you suck at it. Go to abcchinesepoker.com online as well. Our good friends at BlueRail.net, website provider. Make sure you go to BlueRail.net. E-commerce, business, personal, whatever you need. Check them out at BlueRail.net. We build websites. How far do you want to go? BlueRail.net. It's almost off the screen. There we go. It's been a long, hard day already. The PPC Poker Tour. Hey, we're going to be at Tampa Bay Downs coming up here in June or July, along with going to Naples, Fort Myers, Florida. That's going to be a fun one. So join us all these great tour stops for the PPC Poker Tour. Of course, we are the live reporting team for the entire poker tour, and very happy to be working with Sandy and Brian and the team. Check it out at ppcpokertour.com. Pokershop.com. Hey, we're going to be giving away some Pokershop.com stuff this weekend, but you don't have to wait. Go to Pokershop.com right now. All your cards, chips, supplies, whatever you need, they've got it at Pokershop.com. 10% off with the code HOKE at Pokershop.com. The Nevada Poker League. if you go bust down here, or things, maybe you come down the monster stack and things just don't go so well, hey, go to NevadaPokerLeague.com. You can play poker for free, like Boz does, because he's no good at poker. So he plays the Nevada Poker League when he's in town. Go to Nevada Poker League and check out the 20 different locations around Las Vegas, and have a great time. Promise you will. Share My Pair. There is no reason to tell that bad beat story or that crazy hand story a million times. Do it once. Make a great video with Share My Pair. Post it up on social media. Done. Download that for your phone today or your electronic device at Share My Pair. And, of course, you can go to sharemypair.com. Wow, Boz is doing physical work, too. That sucks. Keep that guy going. Go to grindettes.com. Of course, great ladies poker team, Jen Shahade, Jamie Kerstetter, Katie Dozier, Katie Stone, of course, also a part of the Mark Hoke Show. Grindettes.com, Facebook, The Grindettes, and Twitter at Grindettes. You can follow the exploits of the Grindettes. Poker Night in America. Oh, man. I got a chance to do the live stream for them at the last event in Philadelphia. What a great time. 10 p.m. Eastern on Monday nights, CBS Sports Network, 7 p.m. Pacific. For the best in poker television right now, go to Poker Night in America. And it's also visit the website at pokernight.com. Check them out. And, of course, we're on KSHP 1400 AM here in Las Vegas. Real radio all for you. And also KSHP.com around the world. I know we got a lot of, especially since we went to KSHP, pick up a lot of great listeners. We really do appreciate it, even though we break up your Dodger game sometimes on there. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show. Certainly do appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. There you go. All right, so they're your terrific sponsors of the show. Make sure you guys support our sponsors. That's how we pay the bills around here. That's how we travel around the world to great venues like the PCA. We got the chance to do that one this year. Seminole Hard Rock coming up. We've got that one for you coming up soon, as we'll be down there doing live reporting and shows for about 3 weeks. The PPC Poker Tour and so much more. So, hey, you see them on our page. Click on the banners. Say hi and spend a little money, because it goes a long way towards supporting our show. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Let's see what's going on. Like I said, we're still watching event number 20 in there. Let's see if we've got any new chip counts on the big board on that. Still pretty close in there. Boy, they're all within 1 million chips, and this is going to be anybody's ball game in here between Benjamin Zavani, Natasha Barber, and Paul Efremson in event number 20. So you can check that out on the live stream as well. Certainly would appreciate that. And yeah, I think we're going to be wrapping it up from there. So once again, we're going to be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. But if you get down here early to the Rio, there's going to be some hijinks and shenanigans going on. We have a special guest joining us down here in the morning. And oh boy, it's going to be something else. So stop by the booth early, and we're also going to announce how we're going to be giving away those 1,000 chip wood cases, or wooden chip cases for you. We'll have those on display and let you know how you can win a chip case for yourself. And they're beautiful too. I mean, I'll tell you what, Poker Shop, some great products. You're going to be thrilled to death if you go to pokershop.com. But man, I'll tell you, we're going to be giving away a great looking chip case for you tomorrow. So tomorrow and Saturday. So tune in, stop by the booth. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. We'll let you know how. All right. So I think that's, like I said, that's going to wrap it up for you. So once again, we'll be back tomorrow on the air at 2 p.m. for sure. We'll see if we can sneak another one in for you, too. It's going to be a crazy day. If it is anything like last year, by the way, register early. God, don't wait until tomorrow. You'd be insane. 10 a.m. start tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning for the Monster Stack. So that's going to do it for the Mark Hoke Show. Thank you for being with us, everybody. We will see you next time here on MarkHokeShow.com. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you tomorrow afternoon. Good luck, everybody.